Hey team, Coach Mike here, and today is episode 3 or part 3 of this killing ab fat, killing the tummy fat, trying to get rid of the pooch. We've talked about intermittent fasting. I've talked about setting up your eating window. Now understand, I'm not a pro at this, okay? I've been doing this for 6 weeks. 6 weeks is all. I'm just simply sharing something that's really worked for me. I mean, like crazy kind of results. And so I'm sharing it like that, right? I'm going to keep on doing this and looking to get, continue with my results to get even better definition and drop even more body fat percent. So please understand that. I gave you the Lean Gains Guide website, on the last video, so everything. So today, talking about food, talking about ratios, talking about how much food should you be eating. I get this all the time. In what we're doing, trying to shed that pooch, right? We're not really going for a weight loss kind of diet. We're going for a fat loss kind of diet. What you've got to understand is to burn fat, the number one thing used to do that is muscle. So we've got to have a certain kind of ratio in our diet to feed the muscle, to build the muscle, to burn the fat. And what I'm going to give you today is going to set you up for that. And so a lot of people use something like a MyFitnessPal. I think that's probably the easiest one to do. You can get it on your phone, whether it's Android or iPhone. You can also go and get that online and do that on your computer. MyFitnessPal.com. It allows you to track all your foods, name brands. The really cool feature with the iPhone or the Android is it's actually got a bar scanner on it. So if you've got some food that's got a label on it, you can just scan the label and it automatically puts it in. You can put in your serving size and it just figures everything out for you. It tracks your calories and it tracks your ratios. Now, this is not so much about how many calories you eat as what are your ratios. Ratios being your macronutrients. In other words, how much protein are you getting? How much carbs are you getting? How much fats are you getting? And the right ratio of proteins to carbs to fats is what will get you lean, okay? I talk with people all the time who say, I eat healthy all the time. I don't eat any junk food. And yet they're not losing any weight. And the problem is their ratios aren't right. The ratios aren't right for dropping weight, or the ratios aren't right for getting lean. And so that's really what's got to be considered here. You've got to track your food and track your ratios. Otherwise, this is not going to work. If you're not in this to really get picky and count every calorie and count every bit of food that you eat and work with it to try to get the right ratio, then, just hit stop right now and don't listen to anything else I say. All right. Those of you who are serious, now, use the MyFitnessPal app or something like it, something that will keep track of your ratios. You want to hit, here's the magic ratio, 50% protein, 30% carb, 20% fats, or 50% proteins, 25% carbs, 25% fats. Okay, so it's either a 50-30-20 or a 50-25-25. And to be honest, I kind of flip between them. Some days I try to go for the even lower carb and hit the 25%, or some days I need the carbs, so I keep it at 30. Either one of those is fine. And both of those come really from the fat burning phase of P90X. P90X, that fat burning phase, that first phase is 50-30-20. In P90X2, it's 50-25-25. So both great ratios for getting lean and even dropping weight, but we're more concerned about getting lean. Not so worried about the calories. However, the calories need to be about right. So here's the guide for how many calories. I mentioned it a little bit in the second video. and it's really a gram of protein for every pound of body weight. So if you're 200 pounds, you got to get in 200 grams of protein a day. Now, you can go upwards of that, in getting more protein than that, and that would also be fine. And in certain cases, that's what needs to happen. But that would kind of be, that's where we want to start, okay? So 1 gram of protein per body fat. If you want to think about that in calories, a gram of protein is about 4 calories. And so you can work that up, you can calculate that up. If you got 200 grams of protein, that's 800 calories of protein. That would be 50%, right? Because the protein is 50%. And then you double that for your total calories, it's 1,600. So that is, for some of you, that may be a calorie deficit. Others, you may want to shoot for a number of calories like 10 calories per pound. So if you're 200, that would be a 2,000 calorie diet. You would still use the 50% protein ratio though. So for a 2,000 calorie diet, you're looking at getting 1,000 calories of protein. Now I hope that's not all confusing to you, but it's important to work backwards to your calories or to figure out how many calories you have and then figure out how much protein. Either way, you're doing 50% protein, 30% carbs, 20% fats, or you're doing a 50, 25, 25. This is very important to get lean. And next time I'm going to talk a little bit more about, we're going to start talking workout strategies. Okay, so stay tuned for next time and get ready to incorporate all of this into your meal plan and get ready to get lean. All right, Mike out.